And hello everyone, welcome back to another CSS tutorial. In this tutorial, we will take a look at text and working with text. So let's just add a p tag here, just so we can use a little bit better convention. And let's select that p tag. And if you hover over this, you'll notice it selects the element with this ID and all of the p tags inside of it. Simply, if you want to change the color, you could say color green. And that will make the text green. You can also change the text background color, so background color. And let's make it black. And the text background color is black. You can also align the text to the center, so text align center. And now the text is aligned in the center. Let's just make this line so it's easier to see. Or you can align it to the right. By default, it is aligned to the left. So you can either do left, center, or right. You can also do text align justify. And this will make sure all of these lines here are aligned in a way that they're the same length. If I were to remove that, let's actually just add more text here. Lorem times 5. There we go. And let's also maybe add a little padding here. And my bad, that coloring is actually set here. So let's put the padding here. There we go. So you'll notice here at the end, they're all aligned equally. But if I remove this text align here and I save it, then you'll notice they are no longer aligned like that. So by aligning justify, it will justify all of these so they're the same length, or that end at the same place here at the end. Now sometimes you want to align, but only the very last line of the text. So only this line here. You can then just do text align last and let's say center. Now the last line in this paragraph here will be at the center, or right, or even justify. But justify in this case won't really do much unless it's a little bit longer. You can also change the text direction. So let's say text direction, or this is actually just direction, not text direction. There we go. And we say right to left. Now the text will be aligned right to left. Some languages have your text that should be read from right to left instead of the regular left to right, which is the default. So depending on how your text should be read, you could align it other way around. You can also use Unicode bidi and just say bidi override, and this will completely change the text direction of an element. So as you can see now, L is here at the end here, but if you remove that, L is here at the start, so lorem. Do that, now lorem is here, lorem. You can also add text decoration line, and let's say overline. This will add a line above all of these values here, all of the text. You also have underline, which will do the opposite and add a line underneath all of the text. So we save that, now it's underneath all of the text. So overline is above the text, underline is underneath the text. You also have line through, which is a strike through, and you can add multiples. So let's say line through, overline, and underline. And now there's one of each. You can also add a text decoration color, and let's say it should be red. And the decoration color of this, so the lines here, they will be red or pink, or whatever you prefer. And you can also add a text decoration style. And here we could say by default it is solid, but we could say dashed. And that will be a bunch of dashes. Let's actually zoom in here. You'll notice they are now dashes instead of being solid. Or double, and now they're doubled. Dotted, wavy. Pretty cool, right? You can also set the text decoration thickness, and let's make it 5 pixels. That's nice and thick. And of course you can do all of this inside of one text decoration. So let's go, I'm just going to keep underline on this one. Red wavy. I can just do that, and now I have red wavy underline here. And we could probably do 5 pixels here as well, and that will be 5 pixels in size. And of course if you don't want any text decoration, you can just say none. And that will remove any text decoration from the text. You can also do text transformation, such as text transform uppercase. and now it's all uppercase. Or let's say we remove the casing here, so it's lorem with a lowercase l, but you want it to be capitalized. Let's say you want the first letter of each word to be capitalized, and you can just say capitalize. Now each letter of the first letter of the word will be capitalized. Or lowercase if you want everything to be in lowercase. Or text indent. And we can say 10 pixels. Now the first word here where it starts will be indented by 10 pixels or 50 or however much you want it to be indented with. Letter spacing will space all of the letters, so let's say it's 5 pixels. Now each letter will be spaced further away. Line height will set the height of each line, so let's say 1.5. And now each line is set 1.5 from each other, where 1 is the normal and let's say 0.5 is half of the normal, or 4 would be 4 times the usual. You can also do word spacing, so word spacing, and let's say that should be 10 pixels. Now each word is also spaced 10 pixels from each other. A little bit difficult to see that with the letter spacing, so let's just do that. And now I can see, let's actually make it a little bit more, 20. Now I can notice they're rather spaced out. And finally, let's remove this coloring here and all the other nonsense. And let's talk about text shadow. So text shadow, and this is just like box shadow, so we have 2 pixels, and we can specify a color. As you can notice, the shadow is there. You can also specify blur, so 5 pixels, and now it's blurred. Just as the box shadow works basically exactly the same. And this here just means from the top, so if we were to make this 1 pixel, and we were to make this 0, and this 5, you'll notice now it's from the top, and here if we make this 5, and this 0, so this one means from the left, and this is from the top. And this is the blur, and this is the color. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next CSS tutorial.